On behalf of the cast and crew, welcome. The weather is a little bit more Scottish for the Scottish play than normal, I guess, but so that's a good thing. Macbeth is a tragedy, and what that means is that the hero is in conflict with forces against which he cannot win. Now, there are some evil characters in this play. 3 witches, Lady Macbeth. But it's clear in the play that that's not the end of the story, that there is in fact a force of evil that comes into the play from without. It's the murdering ministers that Lady Macbeth mentions. It's the masters that the witches call upon during the apparition scenes. That being said, that's not the end of the story either. If you look at the felt banner here, not the felt banner, but the banner behind me, you'll see in the middle of it a cross. And what that symbolizes is a part of the play that not a lot of people remember. And that is that down in England, there is a sainted king on the throne. It's King St. Edward the Confessor, who is a miracle worker. And the play actually talks about that. It mentions the miracles that St. Edward is known for. And so, although you're going to see some horrible things on stage, I'm reminded of something that Flannery O'Connor once wrote, and that is, for the believer, to look at the worst is nothing other than to make an act of trust in God. Macbeth gives the opposing view in his famous Tomorrow speech. He says that life's a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. He says that life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Now, Shakespeare, as is his custom, presents both sides, but the play doesn't end with with Macbeth's line of despair. The play doesn't even end with Macbeth meeting his doom, where he realizes that he's been tricked, and he says, "And be these juggling fiends no more believed that palter with us in a double sense," because he's been tricked by these dark powers. Now, the play ends with, as all Shakespeare tragedies do, a restoration of order, with the rightful king on the throne. And so it is the way that Shakespeare does these plays, it's our hope and his hope that everybody who's experienced these things on stage and in the audience have learned something and are prepared to move forward for the good. So with these reflections in mind, Flint Hill Shakespeare Festival in the Rain is pleased to present Shakespeare's tragedy, Macbeth.